So today we will start seated upright. Find a comfortable upright position. You can have your legs crossed, you can be in a chair, you can be on some props. In terms of props, um, I'm planning today, although it may always change, but my plan is to use a blanket or two and a block or two. So if you have something soft and then something maybe a little more firm like blocks. And if not, they are not a necessity. You can always practice without them. First, find your comfortable seat. Establish where you are in space. Settle in. And take a moment to connect with whatever is tangible that's beneath you, your literal foundation. You can close the eyes if you like. And take a breath in and let it go. Take another breath in and let it go. Lightly scan the body, noticing whatever catches your attention, starting at the top of the head, gradually moving downward. Anything you notice in the face, we hold sometimes a lot of tension in the face and the jaw, and back of the neck and throat, and check in with the shoulders, the arms, and the hands. It's a light moment to touch base and see where we're at as we begin our practice. Moving the awareness down over the chest and upper back, the rib cage, waist, abdomen, low back, sacrum, pelvis, lower abdomen, the hips and the long muscles of the legs, the knees, ankles, feet, and toes. Receiving information from the body as we prepare to practice today. Using that information to guide our practice. Some days we may feel more depleted and that might call for a bit of a lighter touch as we practice. Maybe other days we're feeling pretty steady and want to push a bit more. And sometimes within the span of one practice, it can be all of those things and more. While we're here, let's take a moment to use a counting meditation for the breath. Inhale, silently count 1. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Continue the pattern up to 10, then start fresh at 1. When you've reached 10, or if anything gets stuck along the way, start fresh at 1. It's not about the perfect count. You already know how to count very nicely. The counting is a tool. It helps us notice when our attention wanders into other areas, perhaps to the past or projecting into the future. And it brings us back to the breath we're breathing right now. Being in the present, an especially valuable, powerful practice right now, since the level of uncertainty in our lives is definitely exaggerated from what probably all of us are used to. So in this moment, breathing and counting, and it doesn't matter how many times you restart the count. Start fresh. Be kind with yourself. Now, set aside the counting meditation. Breathe normally. If your legs are crossed, you might take a moment to change the cross of your legs. From here, lower the chin to the chest and slowly make it an exaggerated yes movement. The chin goes up and the chin goes down. Chin goes up and the chin goes down. One more time like that, moving with the breath. Back to center, sitting tall, looking over one shoulder, pause. And coming around, looking over the other shoulder. Looking over one shoulder, pause. And again to the other shoulder, pause. Back to center, tilt the head to one side, pause there. Slowly roll the head forward, chin is down, and then over to the other side, ear to the other shoulder. Pause there and breathe. And let's head over to the right side together. You might already be there. Right ear to the shoulder. While we stay this time, you might place your right hand on your head. You might reach the left arm down below. And you might turn and tilt the head. Feel into this. Make it your own. So notice what you feel in your neck today and let how it feels right now determine how you're moving. Very gently release the arms and slowly roll the head down through center over to the other side. Left ear to shoulder, left hand on the head, right arm down below. Breathe here. So sometimes it may feel better to be in stillness and work from here. Other times you may wish to move a little or a lot. This is your practice. You are inside your body. What does it feel like? Check in with the sensation, especially around the side of the neck and the throat and the upper back. When you're ready, release the arms and roll the chin back down to center. Chin stays down at the chest, hands go to the legs. Pull the belly button in around the whole spine. And then inhale, lift your heart and melt your shoulders back. Exhale, pull the navel back and round. Inhale, lift open. Just like that. Use the rhythm of your breath. So the whole inhale lifts your heart, you're in the back bend. Take the whole exhale to round the spine. Move gently with the breath. Return to center, to upright, and circle your rib cage, rolling it around as much as you choose. Go the other way. And come to center. Take the arms overhead, reach up high. Inhale. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up, feel how tall you are. And exhale, cactus arms. And imagine that there's some resistance. So as you come into your cactus arms, like your upper arms and your elbows have something underneath them, right? You're pressing down, engaging some of the muscles in the upper back. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, cactus arms. We'll keep doing that with the arms, but we'll add a twist. Reach up overhead, and as you do your cactus arms, we're twisting to the right. Come back to center as the arms go up, and cactus arm twist to the other side. Inhale to center, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus arm twist. Inhale to center, reach up. Exhale, cactus arm twist. Inhale, center, reach up. The next time you're on the right side, stay there. Keep your cactus arms for a moment. Now, root down a little extra into your seat. Reach up again, straight up overhead. Feel how long you are. And keep that lifted sense. So you're rooted down powerfully, but also you're rising up. And slowly bring the arms down. Left hand comes to the right knee, right hand somewhere behind you. Use that connection with the earth to keep the spine lengthening. Spinal twists really love length. The more length we give to this twist, the more space, literally the more space between the vertebrae. And then the arms help, but they don't take over. Feel free to look over your shoulder in the direction of the twist. And keep the abdominal muscles on. They're part of our foundational support here. Rooting down with the sitting bones, lifting in and up. Then check out the collarbones. They're broad, shoulders down. And take a couple more breaths here. Unwind. Gently raise the arms overhead. Inhale. Cactus arm twist to the other side. Keep your cactus arms and feel the active twist here. Rooting down, zipping up, lengthening. Keep all of that length. Reach the arms overhead. Feel that little bit of extra length you may have added as we reach overhead. And then keep all of that glorious length in your spine as the arms come down. Right hand to the left leg, left hand behind. Rooting down, lengthening up, looking over the shoulder if you like. And again, the arms helping but not taking over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take another breath or two here. When you're ready, gently, gently unwind. Unwind. Circle the arms overhead. Inhale. And hands to the heart. Exhale. Release the arms. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees out to the side. And for our practice today, give yourself a little extra space. So move the feet so they're a little further away than your natural position. So sometimes we pull the feet in a lot. For this pose, let your feet come out farther away. And then start to come forward slowly. And breathe. Now, while you're in this forward lean, notice what you feel. If it feels pinchy in the hips, maybe the feet reposition. You can have either a long straight spine, long neutral spine, or you can round forward. See what serves you well here. Inhaling and exhaling. If you find there's too much pull in the low back, try a more lifted neutral spine. See how that feels. Deep breath in. Take your time with the exhale. Easy shoulders, neck, and jaw. Deep breath in. And take your time with the exhale. One more like that. Now while you're here, walk the hands back some. Walk over to one side. You know how sometimes we do child's pose and we stretch out in to each side? This is kind of like that. Walk the hands out to one side. Lengthen. So if your hands are over on the right, listen for what you feel in the left side of the low back and side of the waist in particular. And gradually walk your hands over to the other side. Lengthening here, checking in with the other side of the waist, low back, and anything else you may observe. Check in with the neck, just in case there's any extra tension hiding out there that might be ready to release. Unwind, come on back to center, walk the hands up. And let's grab, now you don't have to have a prop to do this, but I find that it's a nice visual or nice, tangible, real object. Place your block or your random object in front of you. And we'll take the legs over to one side. Now you can do this with either straight legs or bent knees. I'm going to show both ways. And I'll show two views so you see it from the front and the side. So I'm leaning back enough that I feel like my abdominal muscles need to catch me, kind of like when we get ready for bridge pose, but I'm also using my fingertips for a little bit of stability. One leg goes up and then over. I inhale up, I exhale down. Same thing, and down, up and down. Now, you could also do this with straight legs if that's agreeable to your body. One leg goes up and comes down, comes up and comes down. And as you're doing that, there's a little movement in the torso. This is what the side view is for. So, bent knee version, leaning back, pulling in the navel to the spine. There's a little bit of up, like I'm trying to make a smaller V, like a sharper V here, and then I come back down. I go up and down. So it's the torso also that's lifting, not just the legs. Same thing with the straight leg, a sharper V and then down. A sharper V, lean back and down. Yeah? So you should start to feel this as we repeat it in the muscles on the sides as well as down low in the belly. All right? Assume your position. You can always change how you do it if you like along the way. Zip up the belly, lean a little back. Inhale, the leg goes up. Exhale, the leg goes down. Inhale, exhale. Now you can reverse the breath, that's fine, but set the movement to the rhythm of your breath. You could exhale as you lift and inhale as you lower. Maybe that feels more natural. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. That's it. Visit each side. One last time. And when you're back in neutral, bend your knees. Lean a little forward so your back gets some nice length. Breathe here. Now come to upright. Separate the feet a little wider, lean a little backward, and windshield wiper your knees side to side. That's it. And back to center. Walk the feet in. We're going to come onto our back and continue a little bit of our core excursion. So lie down on your back and hug your knees into your chest. I'm going to cue up a little music for us as you're changing position. Once you do get on your back, rock side to side. And if you like, rock forward and back. Both are fine. Both are fine. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, now once you've rocked, now place the feet down for a moment. Let's do a little pelvic clock. We're in the take care of the low back department. So as you exhale, pull the belly button down toward the spine. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, pull the belly button down, press the low back into the mat. Inhale, gradually return to neutral. Just like that. Exhale, pull the belly button down. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, pull the belly button down. Inhale to neutral. Come back to center. Let's go side to side like 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock on your pelvic clock dial. The knees move a little, but not much. You might inhale to one side and exhale to the other. Pressing across the back of the sacrum and the pelvis. And come on back to center. From here, go all the way around the pelvic clock. Start by pressing the low back down and then roll your pelvis around to press the imaginary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way around the dial. You may spiral into different size circles. Go the other way. There's sticky spots or spots you want to press a little more or less. Feel free. And come on back to center. And again, just the 12 o'clock pressing. Pull the belly button down, press your low back into the mat. Release that. Bring the knees to the chest. While you're hugging the knees, activate all the muscles in your lower body. So there's a bit of that navel to the spine, but there's also your glutes are active and your thigh muscles and calves, everything is active as if your legs were about to sprung out. Relax the effort. Take both legs up in the air. Breathe while you're here. Now, while your legs are in the air, arms wherever they want to be for the starting position, take a breath in, and as you exhale, pull the belly button down and reach up and touch the outside of the opposite foot. So right hand reaches, touches the pinky side of the left leg. Inhale back down. And you don't have to touch the feet, but reach up toward them. Right? If you touch them, great. I have no prize for you. Exhale. Inhale, come down. Exhale, reach up and across. Inhale, come down. Exhale, reach up and across. Inhale, come down. Just like that, with the rhythm of your breath. Exhale, up and across. Inhale and down. And explore, like lifting as high as the upper body can lift. The legs are more or less stable. All right, come back to hugging the knees, a hand on each knee. Circle the knees, opposite directions, out to the side and back. Out to the side and back. Go the other way. All right, legs in the air again. So the rule here is, if it bothers your low back, it's a sign that the legs have gone too low, too close to the floor. So worry not how low the legs get. Feel the work in the lower abdominal area. That is what we're after. So I like to have my arms down by my sides. Sometimes you'll see this done with the hands tucked underneath the pelvis, and it's okay, but I would prefer that you learn to use the muscles to make your low back happy rather than to use the hands wedged under there. But if that's the only thing that makes you happy, then do that thing that makes you happy. All right, pull the belly button toward the spine and lower the legs just a few inches, and then bring them back up and take your time. Breath in and exhale on the way up. We're going to inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. And this is another movement that you could switch the breathing. It's completely fine. There's effort on both sides of it. So you might check in and notice, where does your body feel the most noticeable effort? Try putting the exhale right at that spot, wherever it happens to be. Legs lower down however much they lower, enough that you feel the muscles in the low back, like, okay, or rather, let me try that again. You feel the muscles in the lower abdomen so that they're protecting your low back. If you feel your low back, again, circle back to the previous comment. If you feel it in your low back, your legs are too low, keep your legs higher up. Good. Come on back to center. Hug the knees. Make circles, this time with the knees side by side. Reverse. As the days keep turning into night. Back to center, touch the feet down. Heel toe your feet out, mat width apart, arms generously wide, and windshield wiper the knees at your own pace, unwinding tension in the hips. Come on back to center, walk the feet in. Bring the right knee into the chest. Take the left leg and stand on the ceiling with the left leg. Zip up your belly. And so for me, I'm pressing my low back into the mat. That feels good for my back. You can do that to a greater or lesser degree so that it feels like your spine is spacious, especially that your low back is long. And slowly lower your leg toward the floor. Take your time, zip up your belly so you have nice support in the abdomen. And then bring your heel all the way down to the mat. Ooh, the floor is farther away than I imagined it would be. And then lift your heel so it's just hovering off the floor, as low as you can hold it there, but as high as it needs to be for some degree of okayness in the rest of the body. Exhale, zip up the belly and bring the leg back up about 45 degrees. Lower it down, lightly tap the heel to the floor, and then hover just an inch or more off the floor. Breathe here. One more time, zip up the belly, raise the leg to about 45 degrees. Lower down, tap the floor, and then lift just an inch or so up off the floor. While you're here, you might curl your nose up towards your knees. You might reach one or both hands toward the feet. So now the head and the heel are lifted up. Slowly lower down. Bend the knees. Place the feet flat. Take a moment of windshield wipers. Releasing any tension in the hip joint, even in the hip flexors. Come back to center. Hug the left knee into the chest. Send the right leg up in the air. Stand on the ceiling with the right foot. Zip up the belly and slowly lower the right leg. Take your time. Let the heel touch down. Oh, there I am. And then lift the foot as little as possible up off the floor, as long as it's not touching. Let's come to 45 degrees. Exhale, zip up the belly and raise the leg. And then back down. Slowly, lightly tap the floor. And then hover a little bit above the floor. One more time, raise the leg 45 degrees. Slowly lower it, lightly tap the floor, and hover. Leg is straight, muscles are engaged. Now, if you like, zip up the belly a little extra, curl your nose up towards your knee, maybe reach one or both hands towards your feet. Breathe here. Slowly come back down. Bring both knees into the chest this time. Happy baby with the legs. Knees wide. Hold behind the thighs or walk your hands up the shins. Rock gently. Bring the feet back down, flat to the mat. Arrange the feet so they're parallel to each other. Arms down, any amount from your sides. We're not trying to pin the arms. You might turn the palms up. Now, if it feels like you have better support by turning the palms down, that's okay too. And when you're ready, zipping up the belly, pull the belly button down and lift the hips. Come into bridge pose. Do a few of those at your own pace. Lower down and then curl up. And take your time. Let the lifting and lowering, the dynamic quality of this bridge pose be not just a strength exercise, but a way of massaging the back, of waking up the muscles along the spine to how they can move little by little all the way up and down the back. And back down. And now let's up the ante a bit. You can always return to the usual bridge pose like we just did, but hold it longer, or cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Looks like we're going to do a hip stretch, but we're not. We're going to do a one-legged bridge. Press into the base foot, left foot, zip up the belly, and lift the hips. Now you can choose to lift and lower like we just did. You may choose to lift and hold. Either way will work. And so this one-legged bridge concentrates the effort more on the muscles on the supporting leg. Do you notice how it feels in the glutes on that side? Maybe in the hamstring, maybe in the foot, little muscles of the foot. Lift one more time. Slowly lower down. Uncross the legs, in between sides, windshield wiper the knees. Use this slow side-to-side movement to clear any tension in the hip joint, in the thigh muscles. Back to center, walk the feet in. And now the other leg. Left ankle crosses on top. Zip up the belly. Even though the legs are uneven, we're trying to lift the pelvis as evenly as possible. Zip up the belly, press down, and peel up. And this side may be different, right? You may notice, oh, this side's more, for me, this side's a little more like crampy in the hamstring. And just see what is going on that side today. Lifting up, lowering down. Feeling how the glutes and hamstrings on this leg now are being called upon a bit extra. One more time. Hold. Slowly lower down. Unwind the legs. Arms out wide. Windshield wipers and feet wide as well. Tip the knees to the left. Leave them there. Reach your right arm overhead. Deep breath. Front of the right thigh nice and long. Abdomen nice and spacious. Unwind. Change sides. Knees go to the right, and if you like, the left arm is the one that reaches overhead. Breathe here. One more breath in and exhale, release it. And come back to center, draw the knees in. All right, last pose on our backs here. Open up the arms wide. Knees are close to the chest. They can be wider if that feels better, or closer to each other. Either way is just fine. pull the belly button in, and as you bring the knees toward one side, it's like they want to meet your arm. And then pull the belly button in as you come back to center, up and over to the other side. Exhale, pull the belly button in as you come to center, and then over to the other side. So you can breathe really any way you would like, but exhale when you're coming back from each side. You might inhale as you go to the side, exhale as you pull the belly button in and coming back. Inhale as you go to the other side, and exhale, pull the belly button in as you come back. And there's a sense of kind of curling up and over to the side as the knees get close, but they do not touch. And come on back to center. Rock any way you like, side to side or forward and back. And when you're ready, come to tabletop, to hands and knees. And as you find your way to tabletop, set up so it works for you. Circle the hips. Go the other way. From here, let's shift forward. Lower your belly onto the mat. Stretch your legs out. Zip up the belly. Press your pubic bone down into the mat. Cobra push-ups. Peel your chest forward and up. Slowly lower down. Let's do that again. Inhale, peeling up. And exhale down. Peeling up, inhale, and back down. Good, this time as you peel up, keep the abs on, keep the glutes on, keep the legs active. Start to press a little more with your hands, maybe a little more. Think of this as like stretching the belly. Slowly lower down. Tuck the toes under. Knee push up. Press the floor away. Child's pose. And this child's pose, we're going to wriggle and rock the hips a little. Move the ribs. Side to side. Reach one arm then the other. And come back to hands and knees, tabletop. Tuck the toes underneath, lift the knees and hips up, downward facing dog. And then do the same kind of side to side. You might pedal your feet in place here. You might lean the hips to one side and to the other side. Now find your way back to center, pressing the hands, lifting the hips, lifting the thighs, relaxing the neck. Take 5 breaths in your down dog, still except for the breath. Vibrantly active, but on the outside still. When you're ready, walk the hands back toward the feet. So you're standing folded over your toes. Stay low. Hold opposite elbows. Let yourself hang here. Let gravity lengthen your back. Deep breath in and out. In. Breathe out. Release the arms. Press into your feet. Slowly come up. Press the feet, circle the arms. Inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Release the arms. Organize your feet so they're parallel to each other. Stand tall. Arms released to the sides. Inhale, reach out, reach up. Do a half sun salute here. Exhale, fold down over your toes. Knees can bend. Halfway up on an inhale. Fold back down low on an exhale. Root down into your feet, zip up the belly, and come all the way up, reaching overhead at the top. Hands to the heart, exhale. Just like that. Circle the arms out and up. Inhale. Exhale as you fold down low. Halfway up on your inhale. Back down low on the exhale. Press down, rise up on the inhale. And hands to the heart on the exhale. Release the arms. From here, let's add on. We'll start folding forward, kind of like we did in that half sun salute. You might have blocks handy. I'm going to show the blocks used at medium height, but you can always have them tall, medium, or low height. The idea here is the blocks help kind of lift the floor up so that we can touch the hands to the blocks. So place one block on either side of your foot. If you don't have blocks, then you'll place your hands there. Stand tall in between your blocks. And place this whole situation near the front of your mat so you have room to step back behind you. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, fold down. Bend your knees, place your hands on your blocks or your mat outside your feet. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, set the hips, bend the knees a little, set the hips a little lower, and then reach your left leg back. Bring your left knee down. On an inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Hello to the low lunge. On an exhale, bring your hands to your blocks. Tuck the toes under and lift the back knee. Rock forward and backward here. So as you rock backward, the front leg gets straighter. You may feel a stretch there. Rock forward, drop the hips. Rock back, straighten the leg. Again, to keep it nice and slow so you feel not just the shift of the weight, but the shift of the sensation. As you come forward this time, pick up the back leg, step forward. Come halfway up, take a breath. Fold back down low, exhale. And all the way up we go. Root into the heels, zip up the belly, and slowly come up to stand. Hands to the heart, exhale. We'll circle the arms on an inhale. Out and up. Exhale, fold down low. Hands touch the blocks, knees are bent. Halfway up on an inhale. Bend the knees, get the hips low on an exhale. From here, step the right foot back. Lower the back knee. On an inhale, low lunge, raise the arms. On an exhale, bring the hands to your blocks. Tuck the toes underneath and raise the back leg. Now rock back and forth, slowly, gently. So as you rock back, you might lift the toes, straightening the front leg. Find a stretch in the back of the leg. As you rock forward, really drop the hips. The back leg stays straight, but the hips are as low as they can be. Forward and back. Take your time. This last time, as you rock forward, look forward, step all the way up. Come halfway up, take a breath. Fold back down. And up we go. Press down, rise up. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Release the arms. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale. Fold down. Touch your blocks. Halfway up on an inhale. Fold down low on the exhale, bend the knees, step your left leg back. The knee comes down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your blocks. Tuck the toes under, raise the back knee. This time just one time. Rock backward, rock forward, step up. Halfway up on an inhale. Fold back down on an exhale. And take your time, zip up the belly, come up to stand. Hands to the heart. And other side. Inhale, circle out, circle up. Exhale, fold down. Halfway up on an inhale. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale, step back with the right foot. Bring the knee down. Inhale, the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your blocks. Tuck the toes under, raise the back knee just one time. Rock backward, rock forward, step up. Come halfway up on an inhale. Fold back down on an exhale. And up we go. Press down to rise up. And release. From here, standing tall, circle your hips. Make generous hip circles. Go the other way. Come on back to center. From here, let's use our blocks. We'll step the feet wide apart. Take one block so that when you're folded forward, place your right hand on the block, and the block in the hand will be roughly underneath your chest. Not far out, right? More upright. Root down into your feet and zip up your belly. Lengthen your spine. Right hand is on the block. Keep the length in your spine, twist to the left. Keep the length in your spine, keep your abs hugging in. If you would like to, and your chest is turned as much as it can to the left, you can raise the left arm as well. Shoulders down away from the ears, spine as long as humanly possible. Take a breath in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Unwind, change hands, left hand on the block, right hand on the hip. Recommit to rooting down into the feet, to zipping up the belly and elongating the spine. Remember that extra lengthening gives us more room for the twist to take place comfortably. Turn the chest to the right. And once the chest is turned to the right as much as it can, if you want to raise the top arm, go ahead. Breathe while you're here. Root down into the feet, zip up the belly, and there may be a little bit of hidden length in the spine that you're finding even now. Breathing in, breathing out. Unwind gently. Stay low this time. And we'll go side to side, like channel your inner spider superhero or your inner Tai Chi master. Walk your hands over to the right, bend the right knee. Walk your hands to the left, bend your left knee. If the hands don't touch the floor, imagine that they do. You can do this even with no hands. Makes it a whole other kind of challenge. You can go low, you can go slow, you can go a bit more quickly if you like. Higher with the hips if you like. When you're over on the right side, stay there. Right knee bent. Zip up the belly. Just stay right here, breathe. Up and over to the other side. Bend the left knee. Stay right there, breathe. Belly button to the spine. Come on back to center. Feet face forward, knees bent some. Root down into your feet. Zip up your belly and slowly come up. Slowly, 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 slowly. And when you're mostly upright, circle the arms up overhead. Inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Walk the feet in. Good. Once the feet come in, give them a little shake. They've done nice work for us today. All right. From here, this has a little bit of a lunge, but a little bit of almost a bouncy feeling, which isn't typical in our yoga practice. But we're going to take, actually, let's do one part of it first without, disregard the bouncy note. Right foot forward, left leg back, bend the knee. So we're in a bit of a crescent type of lunge. Raise the arms overhead. Good. Now step up. Bring your hands to your hips. Stand on your right foot. Lift your left knee. Look forward. There's balance happening here, right? Now, same leg. Step back into your lunge. Bend the back knee, raise the arms. Bring the hands to the hips. Step up and pick the knee up. Turn it into one movement. Step back. Raise the arms. Bend the back knee. Step forward. Raise the knee. Just like that. One more time. Step back. Bend the knee. Raise the arms. And step forward. Raise the knee. Release. Shake the legs out. Let's change sides. Step back with the right foot. Find your lunge or whatever foot you're stepping back with. Right? Bend the back knee, raise the arms. Breathe. First one, step forward first. Press down with the left foot. Raise the right knee. Okay, this side knows what to do. Step back with the right foot, bend the knee, crescent pose, arms overhead. And then step up and raise the knee. Step back, bend the knee, reach up. Hands on the hips, step forward and lift the knee. Just like that. Step back, raise the arms. Step forward, raise the knee. One more time. And up we go. Very nice. Shake your legs out. Good. Before we head down, let's move. Yeah, circle the knees. Go the other direction this time. That's it, good. When you're even, fold forward. You can hold the elbows or let the arms hang. You might sway. Let gravity lengthen your spine. And from here, bend your knees, lower your hips, find a squat. Breathe. Arms can be inside or outside the legs. Maybe lean one knee in, the other knee in. One knee in, the other knee in. Yeah, if you're up on your tiptoes, it can be a micro movement. That's it. Extract yourself and have a seat. Let's come on to our backs. We'll do a hip stretch. Lie down. Hug the knees first and rock. Place the left foot down. Cross the right leg over. Now you choose. You might do thread the needle. Right ankle would be over the left thigh. And then you raise the left foot off the mat. Reach through so the hands are holding on to your clothing or they're clasped behind the thigh. Breathe while you're here. And remember, of course, it is not necessary to have the left foot in the air. If it feels better for you, bring the left foot down and use both hands to hold the right shin. Both ways are correct. Notice if you feel the stretch in the outer right buttock area. That's what we're after. If there's no stretch, but there's a whole lot of strain elsewhere in the body, we're missing out on the goodness of the pose. Don't miss out. Breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. If you like, rock. Take a couple more breaths. Unwind, change legs. Left ankle on top. And you decide, either hold beside or behind the right leg, or hold on to the whole lower leg and take the bottom foot down. Again, listen to what sensation you're feeling right now in the left outer hip, deep to the left outer buttock. And breathe. Play your edge here and breathe. Couple more breaths right here. Unwind the legs. Bring the knees to the chest, a knee in each hand, and circle in opposite directions. Reverse. Touch the left foot down, hug the right knee in. Now we're getting ready for a twist, and I like to, when I'm doing one bent knee, one straight leg twist, I like to scooch my hips over. So with your left foot down on the mat, scoot your hips over to the right, leave them there, and then stretch your left leg out on the mat. Right knee still hugging in. Left hand goes to the knee, right arm goes out to the side. Rock a little bit, starting to bring the knee across the body. Let your hips rotate with you. Let your bottom leg rotate with you. When you're ready, come into the twist. So the knee comes across the body. Now the bottom leg has rotated and you might be on the side of the foot, on the pinky toe side of the foot. The whole lower body is rotating to the left, and yet the chest and shoulders are lengthening and turning right. Breathe while you're here. How long can the body be from the sole of the left foot all the way up the leg, along the spine to the crown of the head? Breathe here while in your twist. Exhale, return to center. Touch the feet back down, bending the knees. Bring your hips back to center. Hug the left knee in. Scoot your hips to the left. And stretch your right leg out. From here, right hand stays on the knee, left arm opens out to the side. Rock a few times first, easing yourself into the twist. When you're ready, take the knee all the way across. Remember, the whole lower body is rotating, so you wind up on the pinky toe side of the right foot. Spine is long, and then the chest and shoulders are aiming toward the ceiling, while the knee and the toes are aiming toward the side wall. How long can the body be? Remember, twist love space. Even here, reclining, think of lengthening your spine, elongating. Check in with the muscles along the nape of the neck. Sometimes they get a little overenthusiastic when we're lengthening. When you're ready, make your way back to center. Scooch the hips back to the middle. Hug your knees. You might rock. You might curl up and get really compact. When you're ready, release your feet. And you might, if you've got that blanket or bolster nearby, you might drape your legs over it for Shavasana. Kind of a warm day, you probably won't need to be covered by a blanket unless your room is quite chilly. But it's up to you. It is your practice. It is your choice. So once you have your legs set up so they're comfortable, arrange your upper body so it is also comfortable. Arms and legs. Inhale, squeeze every muscle in your body. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, squeeze everything. And exhale, let it go. Stay right there, allowing the body to settle in, receiving the support of the earth below you. Your courageous heart open to sky above.
Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Panduscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva 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 Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva.
Begin deepening the breath. Slowly move the hands and feet, wrists and ankles. When you're ready, inhale the arms overhead and stretch out long. Draw the knees in one at a time. And as the knees come into the chest, rock gently side to side. Make your way over to one side and pause. And press up to seated. As you find your way to upright, bring your palms together. Inhale, lifting your heart. Exhale, lowering your chin. May you be protected from inner and outer harm. May you be truly happy and deeply peaceful. May you see the beauty of the goodness within you. And may you share that goodness with each person you interact with today. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.